Hello and welcome to episode number 2 of WITM Season 9. In episode 1, it was time for the Raw Falcon Claws to shine, and now it is time for the SmackDown Falcon Claws to shine, making their debut on the main roster. And just as it was on Raw, on SmackDown, it is all about King and Queen of the Ring first round matches, and we will see one of them here in this episode as Cabbages has entered the King of the Ring tournament on the SmackDown bracket and will be taking on Baron Corbin. But before we get to that, it is time for the SmackDown Falcon Claws to make their way to a main roster ring for the first time in their career and then introduce themselves to the WWE Universe. With that said, we will see the at least partial entrance of the SmackDown Falcon Claws, and we will hear from the SmackDown Falcon Claws in a promo segment. Okay, and following the entrance of the SmackDown Falcon Claws, it's time for them to introduce themselves to the main roster, to SmackDown, and to the WWE Universe. Starting things off will be the leader of the SmackDown Falcon Claws, formerly known as the NXT Falcon Claws, Cabbages. Let's listen and hear what he has to say. What's up, SmackDown? My name is Cabbages, and for those who don't know, I do what I want, I say what I want, and I don't give a beep. But on a more serious note, last time I was in a WWE ring, it wasn't exactly my finest hour. Because in that ring, I passed the F out in the arms of Damian Priest, and caused the entirety of the Falcon Claws to be fired. Since then, I've had some doubts as to whether or not I am worthy of being a Falcon Claw leader. But the others have reassured me that I am fit to lead, being a former champion and having captained the NXT Falcon Claws to a win at NXT War Games 2022. So with that, I intend to prove my worth to the others and myself by competing in and winning the King of the Ring tournament, starting by beating Baron Corbin's ass here tonight. And with that, let me pass the mic to my twin brother, Darth. Alright, and with that, the tag team that represents the SmackDown Falcon Claws, Darth and Sword, will get a chance to speak, starting with Cabbage's twin brother, Darth. Let's listen and hear what he has to say. Thank you, Cabbages. As for me, I feel I have a lot to prove myself. After all, during my first WWE run, I challenged Corey's authority, which led to a lot of infighting in the Falcon Claws. I then took over leadership, which was a disaster for a while with all the jump attacks from the Smile Society. But now that all that is over, I am more than ready to hit the ground running and dominate SmackDown's tag team division alongside my friend and tag team partner, Sword. So with that, let's hear from Sword. Alright, and with that, let's hear from Sword, the other half of the tag team that represents the SmackDown Falcon Claws. Yo, what's up, SmackDown? It's your friendly Sword here, and for those who don't know, I love sports, fighting, and anime. This last year off left me with no will to live, and my smile was gone. But now we're back and ready to kick some ass, this time on the main roster. So with that, let me pass the mic to Tiger, but not before I say one last thing. Cabbages has that skibbity riz. Alright, and last but not least, we hear from Tiger Brown, perhaps the most successful NXT Falcon Claw, having held the NXT Championship and NXT North American Championship during his time on SmackDown. Now, or during his time on NXT, rather, now that he's on SmackDown, let's hear what he has to say. Yo, SmackDown, Tiger Brown here, you know, the token black guy in a group full of nerdy white dudes. But hey, These are my brothers, and I'm thrilled to be fighting alongside them again. With that said, anyone who knows me knows I'm all about having gold around my waist. So Cody Rhodes, get ready, because the next chapter of your story is going to be emotional for a whole different reason. Because I'm going to beat your ass in the middle of this ring and become the new WWE Champion. Alright, and with that, it's time for our in-ring action for this episode, as there will be a first round matchup in the King of the Ring tournament, where Cabbages will be taking on a former King of the Ring winner, making his return to the main roster after spending some time reestablishing himself, getting his career back on track on NXT. Baron Corbin makes his return to the main roster. Both these men would go a long way, or both these men will be able to really get their time on the main roster on the right track by winning this King of the Ring tournament. Baron Corbin by becoming a two-time King of the Ring winner. Cabbages by starting off his time on the main roster by winning the King of the Ring tournament and redeeming himself from being the man that unfortunately caused the Falcon Claws to be out of action for a year and a half. But only one man can advance in this tournament. Will it be Baron Corbin on his return to the main roster, or will it be Cabbages making his main roster debut? Who will start off their time on the main roster on the right foot? It is time to find out. It's Baron Corbin versus Cabbages in a first round King of the Ring tournament matchup.
Cabbages? What kind of slum do you think? And his opponent from Grand Rapids, Michigan, weighing in at 195 pounds, KBGS. This place is worse than a washing. Cabbages. Oh, my cabbages. Oh, my cabbages. Oh, my cabbages. My cabbages. My cabbages. My cabbages. My cabbages. You're gonna pay for this. Pay for this. Pay for this.
Keep smiling.
My cabbages. My cabbages. My cabbages.
And there's the battle. This first King of the Ring qualifier matchup is underway. And if there's any crackling noises during the music or my commentary, I do apologize. I've been trying like crazy to fix the audio issues. I've updated the firmware to my headset. I've moved the USB port around several times because this keeps happening, so I do apologize, and I hope the episode is still enjoyable regardless. But anyway, back to the match. Cabbages making his main roster debut. Baron Corbin making his main roster return after spending some time on NXT. Baron Corbin, a former King of the Ring, used to be known as King Corbin. But other than that, hasn't really had a lot of success on the main roster. Looking to have a better go this time around the main roster. And Cabbages, a former NXT North American champion, former winning captain at NXT War Games 2022. Looking to get his time on the main roster off on the right footing. Baron Corbin on the outside, biding his time before getting back into the ring. Now he is back into the ring at a count of 5. Cabbages tried to force Corbin up the ropes, but he's able to fight it off. It's a battle of power versus speed here. The powerful and very tall Baron Corbin versus the athletic Cabbages. Cabbages with a reversal. Cabbages goes for cover, looking to put Corbin away early. And nearly does, but Corbin powers out at 2. They lock up. Cabbages with an Irish whip. And a knee to the gut of Corbin. There's a stomp to the head. Now Cabbages planting Corbin's head further into the canvas. Corbin is busted open. There's a reversal by Corbin. And now Corbin goes into mounted punches. And a stomp. Now Cabbages' arm pinned down. And now mounted punches by Corbin again. And a stomp to the gut. Cabbages heads to the outside. Reverse DDT by Cabbages. Corbin forced to his feet. There's a series of punches by Cabbages. And an uppercut. Now Cabbages going in mounted punches, targeting that blade head of Corbin, nearly injured in the red zone. Cabbages targets the leg and knee of Corbin now, trying to neutralize some of his power. Make it easier to take down the big man. Corbin forced back into the ring. Cabbages biding his time. At a count of 6, the referee trying to tell Cabbages to get back into the ring, and he does. Now Cabbages with a clothesline. And a stomp. And another. Corbin back to his feet. Irish whip into the corner. And a series of strikes by Cabbages, forcing the head of Corbin into the corner. Now hitting a variation of the 619 made famous by Rey Mysterio. Cabbages showing his athleticism here as Corbin tries to recover. Corbin forced into the corner. Reversal by Corbin. And now a series of elbows by Cabbages. Cabbages with a clothesline. Going for his comeback sequence here. And it is successful. Cabbages getting fired up. Corbin stunned. Cabbages has 2 finishers built up. If he can hit them both, or really even one of them, that may be enough to put Corbin away. Corbin's body now in the red zone as well. Cabbages looking for the first of those 2 finishers. The mist and the punt kick to the blade head of Corbin stuns him. Cabbages goes for covers. He advances the King of the Ring tournament. No, at least not yet. Corbin powers out 2.5. Cabbages in shock. Corbin falls to the outside. WWE Universe getting behind this match, chanting "Fight Forever." Cabbages hits the splat on the outside. One of his new signature maneuvers. Corbin sent head first into the ring post, and now Cabbages again making a target of the bloodied head of Corbin. For a count of 5, we're going to see another King of the Ring matchup in a countdown, as the Corey versus Sheamus match did. Cabbages taunting Corbin at this point as he struggles to get back to his feet. Cabbages forces him up. Corbin forced into the ring, joined by Cabbages. Elbow drop by Cabbages. Stomp to the gut. Elbow drop again. Cabbages looking for another missed and punt kick. The miss connects. And the punt kick to the bloodied head of Corbin. Cabbages goes for cover. Is this enough to advance in the tournament? No! Somehow Corbin survives 2 punt kicks. What resilience shown by Baron Corbin, who has not had the upper hand in this matchup, but yet refuses to let Cabbages take the win here and advance in this tournament. He knows how important this is to get his time back in the main roster on the right track. But Cabbages still firmly in control. Now the arms of Corbin in the yellow zone. Cabbages back on the attack. Corbin has just not been able to get into this matchup. There's a swinging neck breaker by Cabbages. Corbin on his feet. But Cabbages remains on the attack. Now we have one of the new features of 2K24. They trade blows here. And Cabbages feels like he's going to get the upper hand, but there's Corbin with a right. Cabbages responds with a left. Corbin goes for a right. Cabbages reverses and hits him. Cabbages is going to win that with a drop kick. And now looking to take flight, showing that athleticism. Cabbages hits the splat. Goes for cover. Is this enough? Yes, Cabbages puts Corbin away in a dominating main roster debut and advances to the second round of the King of the Ring tournament.
What kind of slum do you think this is?
Okay, and here is your results and rankings update for this edition of SmackDown. In the opening matchup, Tama Tonga defeated Randy Orton in a first round King of the Ring qualifier. In a first round Queen of the Ring qualifier, Nia Jax defeated Mi Shin. In a first round King of the Ring qualifier, LA Knight defeated Carmelo Hayes, making his main roster debut. In a first round Queen of the Ring matchup, Jade Cargill defeated Candice LeRae. In our WITM matchup for this episode, in a first round King of the Ring qualifying matchup, Cabbages had a very impressive main roster debut, spoiling the main roster return of a former King of the Ring in his own right, Baron Corbin. In a first round Queen of the Ring qualifying matchup, Bianca Belair defeated Piper Niven. In a first round King of the Ring matchup, AJ Styles defeated Bobby Lashley. That means that next week it will be Cabbages versus AJ Styles in a second round King of the Ring matchup. That, in my opinion, is a dream matchup. Cabbages versus AJ Styles in the second round. 2 very talented high flyers. That should be a fantastic matchup. And then in a first round Queen of the Ring qualifying matchup, Naomi defeated Tiffany Stratton. And how's that fit the rankings on SmackDown? Let's find out. And I see I still need to add Solo Sikoa to a division, so I'll do that now real quick. There we go. And with that, the Women's Tag Team Champions are Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. Number contenders, the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Number 2, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven. Number 3, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell of The Way. The Women's Champion is Bayley. Number contender, Naomi. Number 2, Nia Jax. Number 3, Tiffany Stratton. Number 4, Blair Davenport. Number 5, Tamina. Number 6, Mi Shin. Number 7, Tegan Nox. The WWE Tag Team Champions are A-Town Down Under. Number 1 contenders, the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford. Number 2, hashtag DIY, Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa. Number 3, Los Lotharios, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. Number 4, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the Guerrillas of Destiny, representing the Bloodline. Number 5, Elton Prince and Kit Wilson, Pretty Deadly. Number 6, Darfin Sword, representing the Falcon Claws. Number 7, Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows representing the OC. And number 8, Ashante the Adonis and Cedric Alexander. The United States Champion is Logan Paul. Number contender, Andrade. Number 2, Cabbages. Number 3, Randy Orton. Number 4, Shinsuke Nakamura. Number 5, Apollo Crews. Number 6, Solo Sikoa. Number 7, Baron Corbin. Number 8, Carmelo Hayes. Number 9, Giovanni Vinci. The WWE Champion is Cody Rhodes. Number contender, AJ Styles. Number 2, LA Knight. Number 3, Kevin Owens. Number 4, Tiger Brown. Number 5, Bobby Lashley. Number 6, Santos Escobar. So now we advance to Monday Night Raw, where we will have at least 2 WITM matches. We will reveal that card to you and what those matches will be in just a moment.